give me money right now, I'm very much going to vote.
You're part and parcel of the problem we're having in this country.
Is it morally right for them to give us money?
There's no such thing as free lunch.
I'll vote based on the kind of manifesto they bring on the table and if they speak my voice.
People who offer solutions to problems facing society are more helpful as opposed to those who are popular, because those who are popular are only there to satisfy their own needs.
Sorry, not a popular opinion.
It's popular.
It's popular.
I would maintain my integrity, my independence, but if somebody gives me 500 shillings, thank you very much. It's about their ideas and the work that they will do once they get into the position that they're vying for. I don't have to vote for the man who gave me the money, but I'll take the money. Thank you.
I'll very much do it. You'll vote it away. So why not benefit from it?
Thank you.
We should choose people based on competence. Yeah, we should be selling manifesto and not face.
Those with integrity tell us.
You guys are saying that ordinarily, all other factors kept constant, you wouldn't vote. But if you're given the money,
Yes.
you'll be incentivized to do the same.
Yes, let me tell you why. I was asked why am I not voting? And I said, that time, that whole day, I used to kupanga line to vote. I'd rather go and do my own businesses so that I can have money. You see?
So it's about money. So going to work.
paid.
So going to
Yes,
vote
I'm
to work,
Paid
right?
to practice your democratic
I'm not
right.
just-
If these people are giving you money, when they get into power, are they going to do the right things? Or will they be working to return the money where it came from?
Either way, I'm gonna go and vote. Either way. So if somebody is going to give me 500 shillings to do the thing I'm going to do either way, I'll take the money.
So you're using the money as an incentive.
No, I'm voting either way.
Thing,
It's
right?
a transaction.
So you are transacting your democratic right for money.
Let me tell you, if it was you, realistically, you could have done the same.
You're part and parcel of the problem we're having in this country.
The problem is already
Because
there, so I'm
you're
trying to cope up
you're
with the
saying you
problem.
want things to change, but you're perpetuating that. What?
No, but not by voting.
Is it morally right?
Is it morally right for them to give us money?
No, is it more? Let's leave the person. Now we're looking at you. The question is directed to
either
you.
way.
Because if it was directed to them, we would have asked them why they're giving money. But you're now the one in question here.
It's my money, so why not?
Yes.
It's public money. Yes, money that they.
It's very, very saddening. I'm listening to such conversations. You know,
What makes you sad?
We ought to be. I almost said we are, but I realize maybe we are not. we ought to be the change we want to see. And when I hear such conversations of people readily, accepting money from our politicians to in return vote for them, it's one thing for you.
No, there wasn't. The question didn't clarify in return for their vote. Would you take money and vote?
All right,
But then
it's
the
one thing for you
intention
to
of them giving you
yes,
money
right.
is you to vote them in.
for them.
That's
There's-
what he is looking at.
There's no such thing as a free lunch. Even your mother at home will feed you because they know I'm expecting this daughter or son of mine to one day take care of me. There's no such thing as free lunch. Look at these very individuals. One is a warlord in the blacklist of the ICC. Another, this individual has cases left, right, center, multi-billion. You're perpetuating the very ills that you are very passionately speaking about.
I'd say that is like selling your soul to the devil. And
And how cheap are you? 500
yes,
shillings.
and with that in mind, you'll have no bargaining power at the end of the day.
It can't
If
be
anything
shallow.
happens, I don't expect
just
you to
shut
come
up.
back out here and start complaining about the fuel prices because you got the money.
There was nothing in the question. Yes, maybe we should go back to what the question was. There was nothing in the question
You're
that
trying
said.
to be politically correct. but
Yes,
it's okay.
because it wasn't necessarily about here's 500 shillings, vote for me.
I think
Right?
we should-
Firstly,
there's a point.
secondly,
was- let me repeat
secondly,
the-
please let me finish. Secondly, a voting booth is completely anonymous, right?
Sure.
There is not a camera
Yeah.
in sight. So what makes you feel that you should
I have a pressing
give your
question.
vote to the person who gives you the money, which is what all Kenyans don't understand. Just because you take the money doesn't mean you have to vote for that
I think
person.
we need to look at it from this angle. The reason they're giving you money is because these people have probably tampered with your economy. They very much are sure you will accept the 500 shillings.
We created dent.
So
and
we
then
are creating more loopholes
Yeah.
and more space for them to continue using money as an enticing thing.
Create a
So what
problem,
if-
sell a solution.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What if we just don't take the money and make sure that the economy is back stable so that Yvonne will not be given 500 shillings and she takes because she has enough and
In
doesn't
an
need the
ideal
500
world,
shillings.
But-
in an ideal world,
Yvonne,
that is a
I
very
had
practical
a question
argument.
for you. I had a question for
But
you,
in
Yvonne.
the real world,
Yes.
yes, many people do not have money to make it from
Yeah.
point A to point B. Right?
We are there-
So maybe it is to look at ourselves as Kenyans and understand the reality of most of the people on the ground. 500 shillings seems like a little money to us maybe sitting here, but it can be a lot of money to someone.
I agree.
What we need to know is that if somebody gives you 500 shillings for your vote, take the money. Don't vote for them because they don't have the integrity to lead you. But it doesn't stop you from helping yourself.
As a politician, if you were to give me 500 shillings, what's your intent?
To influence you voting, to make
To
you
vote
sure
for-
you go to the
to
polls.
vote-
Yes, to vote for
Actually,
me.
even they
But
are
you
helping.
as a voter must question your own integrity in voting for me. If I am a poorly ethical person, then don't vote for me. I give you money, you don't like that, don't vote for me.
Give me money right now, I'm very much going to vote.
So the money will motivate you. The question
Very
was,
bad.
if someone gave you money,
Yes.
would you vote? You said yes to the question.
Yes.
If, remember, if, understand? So there's a condition. You get?
And that's why.
So that is an
back to
incentive
my
for you
point,
to vote.
That's why I said that time that I was kupanga laying,
Yeah.
I could have been doing my own business. But now I'm being given money to do work, so I'm working.
I wouldn't blame them. We, as the people that understand we shouldn't take the money, it is our responsibility to make these people know that they're not supposed to take the money. It is not a must for you to take the money. You can still vote in the right person without necessarily taking in the money.
You vote once after 5 years,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So that's a very little fraction of the time. You'll have a lot of time to
That's
go
even
do those
more
other
tricky, yeah.
businesses.
Kwanza utatoa wapi
You're
pesa
talking
ya
about.
kufanya biashara and the bad people are taking your money. You allowed the bad people to take power. Now there's not even money for you to set up your business. Everything is expensive because you didn't vote.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
There is money.
Najua, you have said you'll take the money to vote. It's
You'll
upon you.
teach them a lesson.
Yes,
You don't
give me
have
the
to
money.
vote. Yes,
Give me
give
the
me
money.
the money.
Let me choose the right person.
You choose the right person.
Yes.
Sure, you choose the right person.
And you're helping me.
Or you choose the candidate you feel
the
is
moment
best.
you're using money as an incentive for you to vote,
but
you lose the moral. What? You lose the moral.
If
Yes.
they're
I
doing
moral,
it,
my
if they're
friend.
doing it to teach them a lesson, well perhaps.
Okay, you're punishing them for being bad leaders. Now you take their money.
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you complaining? Why then should you complain about them being bad leaders and bribing? Yet it has started from you.
Yes.
That's not bribing. That's
They're
helping.
bribing you.
That's how I'm seeing it.
Now you see.
That's how I'm seeing it.
You're
You know why?
A
Let me
lot
tell
of
why.
the time, you won't get any benefit from a politician other than this period in which you vote.
Because
If
they're not
maybe I
helping
got 500 shillings from that and he comes back 5 years from now and my life is still exactly the same as it was 5 years ago. I got 500 shillings, I bought a few groceries and I went home and I voted. What is the bad
So
thing
do you
about
vote
that?
because you want to vote in someone who you're sure is going to help you out?
Yes. I believe in the system that exists. I believe in democracy. I believe in voting. Of course I do.
Bottom line,
But if somebody
let's
will
vote in-
tip me a little bit extra,
Anakumotivate. Bottom line, let's vote in the right people to avoid taking money from them.
Who are good leaders?
I can give you
Can
an
I explain?
example.
They
of
come
a
to
good
us
leader.
through manifestos and all that, but what they do in return is the opposite. So how do you define a good leader?
A person that will make sure I don't have to go line up with a mtungi kutafuta mafuta. A person that will make sure I don't have to be afraid
How
of
do you
taking
know
bread.
that person? That's my
because-
question.
Listen,
That's my question.
one, their manifesto. Two, their track record. If someone was bad 5 years ago, does not mean over the 5 years, all of a sudden a miracle has happened and then
So they're bad.
I feel like most
They're bad.
Kenyans identify good leaders with the way they articulate their words, the way they make their speeches, their manifestos and all that.
It's too ideal, I must say. But I'm really looking forward to a situation where a politician, in any case, would never think of dishing out money as a strategy to incentivize people, because they know the people are, well aware to the point that they cannot accept such handouts as a way to bribe them. Let's call a spade a spade. That's voter bribery. It's gonna get back.
You cannot tell me that a good guy can be elected to a certain seat and expect him or her to be different from the rest.
I think Kenyans are very hypocritical people. It's very difficult for you to unite Kenyans for a common cause. So they need a unifying factor, like say hyperinflation, for example.
If every single person was to do that, you would know Raila has been eating for decades on end, he should go home. Ruto has been eating for 10 years, he should go home. So-and-so has been doing this for 20 years, he should go home. Let's pick people who we don't give the chance to because they won't win.
And that's what the politicians are busy trying to do. They're trying to make you not unite on anything. They want you to do.
And
to
that
have,
is
to
why
differ on
kuna
almost
team
everything,
hustler
so that you
na
cannot.
team au wengine. The hustler narrative is basically telling us the rich and the poor are not supposed to unite. Because a hustler will feel like this rich person ndo anafanya nateseka. The rich person will feel like, oh, this is lesser of a person. These two people will never unite on a common cause.
So what can make them unite?
Exactly.
How do you convince somebody because this is the problem I'm having. Have a debate with a taxi man, have a debate with a boda man, and they all complain about the same people. How do we then convince
This person.
this person to not vote for these two things? Because either way, we're still going to choose either one of the two popular candidates.
I believe there's sufficient
However
time to change
much
the
they
narrative.
complain.
So I think this whole discussion is revolving around one thing, unity, which starts with you, me, and all of us, you see.
You have the power, and you need to be very much cognizant of that. And the only way that you will exercise that is through the ballot. Do not be used by any politician as an instrument of or for war. You are not as cheap as 200, 500 shillings. How much more will it do to you for the next 3, 4, 5 years? You're gonna pay for it, that's for sure. So I urge you to reflect and make the right choice. Thank you.